Another way to revise, reinforce, evaluate and assess is to ask our students to prepare the portfolios after a lesson. It can be done at different levels. If we are dealing with the primary school children, then it can be in the form of a scrapbook. Whatever they have learned, they just put the words in a book, and that can be called a scrapbook of their learning. It can also be called a portfolio of their learning. At levels such as secondary school and senior school, higher level students, the portfolio can play more important role in assessing them and also keeping a record of their learning. Sometimes there are journals introduced in the classroom in order to record the learning of the students. These journals can be managed by the students themselves, and the portfolios can also be managed by the students themselves. The teacher needs to just have a look at those portfolios or journals in order to have an understanding of the students' learning and assess what level of learning they have done. In the portfolios, the teacher may ask the students to separate the sections for vocabulary, examples of grammar, examples of visual learning, examples of commenting on a picture, or examples of doing their own learning styles evaluation. So after doing a lesson, there is a lot to contribute to the portfolio. It can be done either with the guidance of the teacher, or if the students want to do it independently, the students should be encouraged to do it independently. So in both cases, whether the teacher is guiding and supervising the portfolio or is not guiding and supervising, still she needs to know about the portfolio which is being made by the student. The more challenging students might not need a great help from the teachers to develop their portfolios or journals. But those who are not very well versed with the conversation text and other examples of language would be needing some help from the teachers. In that case, not only the teacher, but the students who can do their portfolios on their own can also help their fellow students. It should be again an activity which is done mostly by the students themselves. The students need to be more independent, and it is also a way to revise the work that has been done. It is also a way to reinforce the lesson and the learning that has been done. Therefore, it is going to also keep a record of the learning by revision, by reinforcement, and by evaluating their own learning by the learners. So in that way, it is sort of the end of the lesson activity when all these things are coming together and the students and the teacher, they know about what learning has taken place. It is being recorded in the form of a portfolio or a journal, and also at the same time there is an assessment done by the internal body, that is the teacher. Sometimes the teachers may allow the external examiners or the people who are external from the class or the school to come and pay a visit and have a look at the students' portfolios or journals. That can be another opinion coming from a body which is not internal, and it can be expected that it would be without a bias and very helpful for the students to know where they stand and how would they be evaluated and what is their assessment on that particular lesson.